Welcome back, Miami Dolphins. We have an impressive rookie that I think we're all kind of looking forward to seeing in this season, but we are going to check out who is the most impressive rookie coming out of minicamp, going into training camp. And we're going to talk about that right now. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe before we get into it. And the player is Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon II. So from what I'm hearing about Ollie Gordon, Jalen Wright I think is really going to have a lot of carries this coming season. But what I'm hearing about Ollie Gordon, now people have to understand this. I think if you're a Dolphins fan, you've probably heard of Ollie Gordon. The thing with Ollie Gordon is that he was a Heisman candidate just 2 years ago at his team. One of the things that I believe people don't fully understand, especially if you're just taking things face value, you don't understand a lot about football or in general just how football works, your offensive line is key. And it's similar to the way that people judge Tua Tagovailoa, the way that they judge Ollie Gordon, because what they end up doing is they think face value for numbers. Oh, this guy didn't have great numbers this year, therefore he sucks or he's mediocre or whatever it is. And honestly, this is kind of what happens. People take things face value, and it's the same reason why Arian Foster was undrafted and ended up being one of the best running backs in the league for a while. It's stuff like that, which I could personally say, that it's kind of very similar, him to Arian Foster, that type of running back where they're big, they're not super fast, but they'll make you miss and they'll bulldoze you for a couple extra yardage. What I'm hearing about Ollie Gordon, people forget this, is that when they had a really good offensive line in Oklahoma State, Ollie Gordon was balling. And it's one of the things that you can see. This is also why people are sleeping on Jalen Wright, is because our offensive line sucked. And when that did, Jalen Wright couldn't get out of the backfield. And it's not that they're not a good running back that they couldn't get out of the backfield. What it is that they are getting hit in the backfield, so they cannot move past the first level of offensive linemen. So when we consider Ollie Gordon now, this is the thing. When you looked at him that second year, I think it was his second year, he looked like he was going to be an all-pro running back. It's kind of similar with Quinn Ewers. It's just the way that he was running with Oklahoma State, because Quinn Ewers had weapons everywhere, like weapons galore. Like Quinn Ewers always had superstar receivers all over Texas. But when it came to Ollie Gordon, he had a decent offensive line. He balled out 1,700 yards, like 19 touchdowns. It was ridiculous. And then, of course, the offensive line left. It was horrid. It was just atrocious. And you can see he was getting hit in the backfield every single play, or at least most of the plays. Similar to what happened this year with Jalen Wright. When Austin Jackson went down, we had Liam Eichenberg and all the other players. A lot of the plays, Jalen Wright was just getting hit in the backfield. But when he did have Austin Jackson, Jalen Wright was pulling off like 6-7 yards a carry. People take numbers, put face value to things based upon numbers, but they don't look at the story behind the numbers. And that's what I want to talk about with Ollie Gordon. When we talk about this dude, I know Jalen Wright's doing fantastic. I heard a lot of good things about Jalen Wright. But what I'm also hearing about minicamp is that literally Ollie Gordon looked like a stud coming out of this minicamp. And of course, this is the one thing that, without pads, you can definitely tell a little bit differently than with pads. But this is probably the position that you can figure the most about with, not having pads on. He looked sharp when it came to his cuts. He looked very good when he was coming out of his breaks, and he just looks sturdy and strong. And honestly, without pads, it's probably better for the defenders, because this dude's like 220, 230. He's going to hit you and it's going to hurt. So he looked like a complete stud. And that's why I think out of all the running backs, Jalen Wright is fantastic. Devon Achane's great, but I think the reality of the situation is Ollie Gordon has a lot of potential to be one of, he's going to be competing. I think Alexander Madison is okay, but I definitely think Ollie Gordon's going to be competing for carries coming into this year, especially judging on training camp. His cuts looked solid, and that's really what you need for a running back. What we're trying to do this year, why he fits even better, is that we're trying to play that punishing running game. and he gives that the best opportunity where you wear the defense out because he's getting, with Devon Achane, it's great, but when you tackle him, you're tackling him square. He's right there. With someone like Ollie Gordon, you're tackling him and he's falling forward for like 2 more yards, which is all you need. Think of it. If you get 2 yards, you fall forward for 2 more yards. It's 4 yards per carry. This is what he brings to the table. And people sleep on this dude's hands. Like, he's got hands for a running back. He used to catch a lot of passes, and not like Derrick Henry style. Like, he was actually pretty decent. Like, he could maneuver his body to catch the ball. So people sleep on that aspect of his game. And I think just Ollie Gordon, he runs like a 4.6 or a 4.7 or something like that. I think it was like a 4.6. Wasn't fast, but you don't need that. Like, that's what Devon Achane is for. He's going to be in the perfect situation this coming year to give us that physicality, and he was probably the most impressive. It was like him, and then the Florida corner, he was doing pretty good as well for a little bit. So I would say he was probably the most impressive. But top 3 would be Jonah. I mean, Kenneth Grant, you can't really judge Kenneth Grant just because, there's no pads, so you really can't see what he can do right now. But Jonah, Jason Marshall from Florida, and Ollie Gordon looked like a stud coming into this camp. So we got some impressive rookies. This is going to be kind of like the lull month of trying to figure out, what's going on with the Dolphins, because there's not going to be much going on. But I'm going to continue to make as much content as I can. Hope you guys all enjoy this. And, thumbs up if you like Ollie Gordon. Let me know down in the comments if you know another rookie or somebody that you want to talk about that you think has been doing good in minicamp. As always, guys, fins up, baby. Love you all. Peace.